Hi everyone, and welcome to the very first devlog for Day of the Harvesters. I have been thinking about doing devlogs for... Hey, I'm recording this after I created the video, but this video is broken into two parts. It's like introduction of who I am and my history and with games and all of that. And then the second part is the state of Day of the Harvesters. So if you don't want to watch the whole my story thing, you can just skip ahead to me talking about the game. But just wanted to let you know that, or I don't know, since I started the project. I've only been working on the Day of the Harvesters for about 2 months now. So I think 10/7 is when I started it. So yeah, a little under 2 months I've been working on this game. It's basically, well, who am I? I don't know, I'm a video game designer. I've been a video game designer as long as I can remember. I'm 43 now, my name's Asher. I've had 4 legal name changes, so my name used to be Daniel Cole. You see a lot of my work is under Daniel Cole Productions, and that's where I created that business back when my name was Daniel Cole. Yeah, so who am I? I don't know. I started, I played video games. I mean, I'm 43, so I've literally started my life when computers and video games were first starting. So, you know, Nintendo was becoming big. I mean, basically all of video game history is in my lifetime. I don't think there's much before it. So I kind of grew up with video games. We traveled all over the world, my family, and so my dad bought us laptops. We had computers where we were able to play games as we traveled and stuff, which is kind of where I got my love of designing games. I started by modding. Duke Nukem 3D was like one of the first games I started creating graphics for, and I would create it like pixel by pixel in Paint for, I don't know, I created a crossbow for it and different things. Then I went to college. I went to Oral Roberts University in Tulsa, Oklahoma for a while for writing degree. And then I went down to Full Sail, which a lot of people from the tech world know Full Sail. I went to Full Sail back before they had bachelor's degrees. I can only get my associate's degree, but I didn't get it in video game design. I got it in graphic design or digital media. I don't know why I did that, but it turned out to be a pretty good deal because I ended up working as a graphic designer for a long time. Graphic designer as I was a video game, like learning, teaching myself video game design growing up, or like in my early 20s. So I'm all self-taught on video game design. I started designing for the iPhone, the original iPhone. I created a couple of games for it. One game was called Deadly Space, and it was like a little tilt the phone shooter. I think it was like the 806th iPhone app ever, so it was kind of cool. I made $7,000 on that app way back when, so I thought, oh, I'm making it. And then my next game on the iPhone, the original iPhone, was called Speed Quest, and it was pretty cool, just a tap, click, fantasy adventure. I hated programming for the iPhone. Absolutely hate C, Objective-C, hate it with passion. And then I started working on different game engines. I created a game for the Xbox 360, released it on the Xbox 360 score, also called Deadly Space, but it's like a sci-fi tower defense game. And it did okay. It wasn't big or anything, but it was something published on the store, so it was kind of cool to play a game that I created on the Xbox 360. And after that, I started just focusing a lot on doing independent development. So I was just like an indie developer, and clients would come and they would have ideas for games, and I would basically create them prototypes. So I was kind of a prototyper, and then I started using Unity back when Unity began. So I created a bunch of assets for the store, and they're all under Daniel Cole Productions, under the Unity asset store still. I think there's 78 assets on there, like 3D models and all of that. Love sci-fi. You'll notice that everything that I create is science fiction because I love spaceships, love Star Wars, love Star Trek. Huge nerd, geek. So that's really, I'm not a big huge fan of like organic elements in video games because you know, working with human model, like back when I did 3D modeling exclusively, I'm still a little bit, I really shy away from humans because of the complexities of creating the artwork for them. And since I'm a solo developer, I just don't like working with human artwork, arms and legs and movement and action and all that stuff. It just is easier for me as a solo developer to, with my skills being what they are art-wise, so I just stay away from people as much as possible. I'm kind of back and forth about how much humanity is going to be in Day of the Harvesters. I haven't decided yet where we're going to go. Where I'm going to go with that aspect of the game. So that's who I am. I've just been a video game designer. I've gone away from video game design, kind of shifted from like full-time career, and then done other things. Worked as a server. Done DoorDash for a while. Traveled the world. I'm writing a book series right now, so that's taking up a lot of my time. This is kind of a hobby on the side. So in between, I'm writing like 7 books at a time, and I write them like 7 time spaces in the day is how the flow that works for me. So every 2 hours I write one of the books, or work on one of the books. So I'm working on a 100-book series, and I've already almost written and self-published 78 books out of the 100. So working along that. So that'll be done in 2 years, but I need something to keep me sane while I'm writing, because writing's a very cerebral kind of like creative, it's a different kind of creative space than video game design. I can come and sit here at my desk and I can, I love video game design because it's very punishing in the sense, it sounds weird, but it's very logical. Like programming is logical. Like if you make a mistake, it's your fault, and everything that you do programming wise has to be perfect. And I love that. I mean, it's very like not how the real world is, because nothing's perfect in the real world. But when I sit down, it just feels like it gives me like an element of control that I don't have in we don't have in life. So I have it in the game, and I love it. I love programming for that reason, where every line of code is, it just makes me happy, because it's that non-creative side of me really thrives in, I use C#, Unity. I just love it. I love creating the scripts, and I love watching what I program work. That's a really big thrill moment for me, like in my game. When I think it's like what I want to do, and then finally when I see it come about, is incredible. I love it. So in thinking about like creating a devlog series, main reason I'm doing it is I think to invite people to come along on the journey with me, and also just for myself as kind of like a motivating thing. So I'm going to try to do a devlog every Saturday. I'm not going to make them a big production thing. Probably just me talking about what I worked on during the week. And it just gives me kind of like okay, I've done this stuff. Progress has been made on my game, and this is what's happened this week. And I'm going to try to take Saturday to make a devlog for the week. That way I can stay consistent and keep myself accountable and motivated and all of that stuff. Because motivation when you're working on a video game it's a tough fight. So I think that's why I'm doing a devlog, also just to kind of, I love what I'm doing and I love my game, and so getting to show it off to you guys is going to be great. It's available, like the Steam page I just got up yesterday. I'm kind of just now making my social media presence. I'm just now getting videos up and shorts and all of that stuff on the YouTube page. And I was like cringing like so much, because I love devlogs. I love, Thomas Stewart and Devduck, and I mean there's so many great devlogs, people that are just inspiring to me, I think, in seeing, it's like a little snapshot into people's lives, and I enjoy working on my game while I watch devlogs, which is like eating while you watch the cooking channel. Like it's straight up like, I don't know what it is, but it like motivates me. Hearing the struggles of other people on their games, they're like trying for glory and money and all of it. I mean, just the different, every developer is so different in their lives. So hearing it kind of just gives me hope that, okay, well, my life is fine. I'm a mess and it's fine. I can do this. And so yeah, so that's kind of why I want to do a devlog. And then I was thinking like what to do for the first devlog, since I've been working on the game already for 2 months and I'm kind of coming in the middle of it. I'm working on getting ready to release a sandbox demo. So like my first demo of the game is going to basically be a sandbox, and I'll show that to you today a little bit. And just to give people, I really don't like wishlisting a game. Like you can see trailers, but it doesn't really give you a feel for like how the game is gonna feel when you touch it and when you engage with it. So I really don't want people to wishlist it unless they have played something of the game and they're like, okay, this is gonna be cool. Like if you don't like to play the demo, like I play a lot of demos, and sometimes I play a demo, I bounce right off of it. Like I'm like uninstall it because I'm like, something about it just wasn't me. So I think it's really important to have something that, I mean, it's not gonna be, the demo is gonna be a sandbox. It's a little tiny snapshot of the game, but I think it's important because then it gives the people idea of whether or not they wanna follow the game or wishlist it and maybe eventually buy it once it's complete. But so yeah, so this devlog is gonna be basically the state of the game is what we're going to explore. Hi everyone, this is going to be the state of the game. So it's been 2 months worth of work put into this game, so I don't really know how to show off a game, but we're going to try it anyway. So this is the main menu here. I've just got some of the tilescapes that just randomly show up on the main screen, and then you can start a regular game, you can play tutorials, the sandbox mode, you can wishlist on Steam, and of course quit. But I'll just show you like the main game. The sandbox is what's going to be in the demo. So I'll show you the main game that I have right now. So I've got saving and loading working in it. So you could create a profile. There's 3 slots right now, probably add more, but so it's got this alien language. You can put your name in. I'll just put my name in. Pretty cool. And all this will change where you create your character basically. And so then you start out, and this scene is like your opening scene. There'll be like, I'm sure eventually story and stuff that goes in before this. But you have your mothership and it's damaged, as you can see. You start out with a clunker and you have a little clunker lander that's damaged as well. But so you start off like as a harvester, this alien species, going from planet to planet, and this right here is your homeworld. Arvestro is your homeworld. So you can deploy your lander down to the planet's surface if you want to explore your own planet. Can't see over my camera. So what's in the game right now is just basic menus, you know, stuff like that, character. I'm still working on all the UI stuff, but all the undiscovered things you can pick up and put in your inventory. All of this is work in progress, of course. But basic options, deploy lander. So these are the planets that are going to be in the final game. Arvestro is your homeworld, then you have the moon, Earth, and Mars. So those are the 4 planets I have right now. You can go down to the planet surface of the moon and Terra, Luna and Terra, and Arvestro. I haven't worked on Mars yet. It's just kind of there and kind of exciting. So from here you'll be able to, like, there's going to be a space station you'll dock with to basically sell all your stuff and do your progression stuff, upgrade your ship, all that stuff. And then when you're ready, you can just whiz over. And I haven't decided progression wise how it's going to work as far as like unlocking the new planets, but I think that it's in your alien race, it's highly regulated of where you can go and what you can harvest. So you kind of have to work your way up in the ranks to have access to, like, Mars will be way down the road, like a later in-game planet, whereas Earth will be pretty much, I think, I haven't decided if Moon comes before Earth or if Moon is after Earth. It would make more sense for Moon to come first, but I don't know. I'm still working through those details. So now we're in Earth's orbit, so I can deploy my lander anywhere I want. We'll just go to the good old USA. So there's my little damaged clunker, and I am in debt, so I'm gonna try. I have to pay off my debt is also something that I'll be working on progression wise. I really like that element of what game is it called? shipbreakers, where you have this debt you're paying off. So it's something to work towards, because their games need something to work towards. So if I go to the menu and I look at my character, you can see I'm in debt. So that's an aspect of gameplay. So here's the atmosphere screen. So you'll just have, and all of these graphics are, you know, just hopefully temporary, but so there's cities and there's farmland and there's forests and deserts, beaches, ice fields, snow, I don't know, snowy tundras. So we can go down to the planet. This is the area underneath our ship, basically like the surface, which would be like the play area. So you can eventually terraform all of this area and make it like our Vestra, your home. So that's kind of like a goal, and then it'll transform like the planet as well. So you can turn, your goal is eventually to turn Earth into another little Vestra, like your home world too. So I love terraforming games, and all the terraforming games are like terraforming Mars, and like, who cares? Mars has been terraformed. So this is terraforming Earth into the aliens planet. So anyway, I could go down to the planet. So this is the farmlands, very early build of it. So I've got little pigs down here. I can abduct them if I want and collect them. And I can take them back to my planet to sell. You can pretty much, you could pretty much collect, harvest everything is the goal, to just strip mine of the planet, so I can take off the ground to collect it as well, strip it down to the bare bones. So that's basically harvesting, collect trees. Of course, there's energy you've got to manage. So this is a little forestry area. And I've got my, if you look up here, I've got my little mini map so I can see the changes that I'm making to the game. There's some cows. It's a lot of fun to go around just abducting things. That's really like where the concept started. And I was like, okay, this is fun. I want to make a game where I can just hurt or abduct things. And if I throw in, I have humans in the game right now. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave them in or not, but I have a human soldier. Let's see if I can. Yeah, so there's a human soldier. He'll attack me because he doesn't, obviously I'm not cloaked or anything, so he can see me. Cloaking is going to be a huge deal, and there is nighttime. I'm showing this off like in a very weird way, but so here's nighttime. Turn on my lights so I can see. So if it was nighttime, like I wanted to do, I can pick him up too. So, I don't know. The way I game design is like just design features. I'm like, oh, I want to do this, and then I put it in and add it. Okay, so yesterday all day I worked on terraforming. Let's go back to daytime. So crop circles are a thing in this game because you can't have alien spaceships without crop circles. So whether you do this at night or daytime, it's a lot of fun. So you go to crop circles, and then you've got your little designs down here. So you can create a crop circle, which is just loads of fun. So you can make designs, and you can see that design start to form on your mini map. So you can leave little messages for the humans or whatever. I don't know, it's just a fun little element. Like, you have to have crop circles in the game if you're gonna have an alien spaceship game. So you can create whatever kind of design you want. So the way that terraforming works in this game, well, you've got this giant beam weapon. Now, keep in mind, everything you're seeing here is just like really early on, but I've got my levels of power for my beam weapon, and it will be a progression thing, so you have to kind of like level up to get to the point where you have like the level 5. But for level 1, it's basically just a single flash, which you've seen in the videos. So it converts the whatever's underneath it, it chars it, and so it's charred wheat field, so I can collect the charred wheat field if I want to get ash. Ash is like the food of your people, so it is like super valuable. Also, it is the substance by which your terraforming works. So if we pump up the power on our beam and we clear out some of this field, we have some area we can terraform, because terraforming requires charred ground. So that's kind of cool. Like you have to, and then I can plant this seed once my power gets. Why is that not working? I'm not sure why that's not working. Funny how it was working yesterday just fine. You gotta love game design. You're like, I'm gonna record a video and show it off, and then it decides it's not gonna work for you. No clue why it's not working. Oh, because I don't have any, which is weird. So you need plasma to spawn the egg, and I don't have any plasma. And I don't think I put a button in for adding plasma to my ship. And I thought I had it spawning in. Okay, let's try going to the sandbox mode, because I know, oh, it's the sandbox player that I'm giving the plasma to. So let's try the sandbox mode. So the demo that you will eventually be able to play is the sandbox. It's just to load in a simple level, either the farmlands or the snowy tundra, for you to get a feel of how the game plays. Let's see if this is going to be right. So I was in the main game, and that player, the initial player, doesn't get any plasma, but if you can look over here, you see I have 20 now, so now I can actually terraform. You gotta love game design where everything is not quite... That's not what I wanted to press. So, anyway, now we can. Okay, so terraforming, how terraforming works is you're gonna plant these eggs, basically, into the ground. And they are going to just germinate, and then once they fully germinate, they become this full-grown mother plant. And they will start to convert the area around them into your homeworld's land. So this is, I literally put this system in yesterday. So what you're seeing here, I did in a day, is this whole terraforming thing. So it's still rough, early version of it, I guess, or the first, you're seeing it for the first time. So I can put more eggs down, more mother plants, I guess they're called. And so this one will join helping this one, and it'll just convert all of the ash around. And then eventually I'm gonna make it where you can fire your beam and power these up, which I think, oh, I just abducted it, of course. Let's push the right button. So eventually you'll be able to fire your beam and it'll, like, you know, energize your terraforming. So you can see on the mini map that we've started to terraform this area, and I don't have the progression. Up here, this will say your progress of converting the area. And then once you terraform the whole of a smaller area, it'll show up on the planet. So eventually you'll completely be able to terraform all of Earth, which just sounds really cool to me. So yeah, so that's terraforming. And then you've got your beam, and then you've got your collecting of ash. You can manage your cargo, and it shows you, if you haven't collected something, it's not going to show up yet. But once you collect stuff, it'll be visible and show you how much you have of that. So there's going to be like aspects of, I want to collect things. See, the white cow is showing up here now, and you'll be able to transfer stuff to your mothership when you go back. Right now this is all work in progress, so. But basically, that is the state of the game right now. There's not too much more than that. All the basic systems for the gameplay are in. It's just, I think, the main things I have left. Oh, you can collect plasma off of the off of your homeworld stuff, so that you can make more of those mother plants. So, all of the main systems of the game are done, and that's pretty impressive. Like, I think it's impressive for 2 months worth of work. It's still a lot of fun to fly around. There is going to be fishing in the game because every game has to have fishing. You'll be able to collect fish from the oceans and stuff. I think I have like, I don't know, 30 fish that you can collect from the ocean. So it's kind of a collection game, but not really, kind of an RPG. I don't really know. It's survival because you're gonna have combat in it, and I just don't know. My light's on. My lights are on. So as we go week to week, devlog wise, I'll just update you on what I'm working on and what I've done in the week, and you can see the progress of the game, and eventually we'll get you in. Oh, I have cannons. I haven't shown them on any videos yet, but I've got, let's see, got this little laser cannon. It's kind of cool. So you do have a way to fight that, like when the guys are fighting you. Like that with your own laser. So anyway, so that's the game. With it being the first devlog, it's kind of that's the devlog. I mean, that's where I'm at, and I really appreciate you taking the time to watch, and hopefully the more devlogs I do, I'll get better at whatever. So yeah, thanks for watching. The Steam wishlist page is up if you want to wishlist it. Subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up on the devlogs, and yeah, leave comments. Let me know what you think. And yeah, I'll see you next week. Thanks.